Hello souls, beautiful souls, welcome or welcome back. I'm still kind of like buzzing. We just did a Quantum Codex Eternal Source Code activation. So hopefully that lands in front of you. If not, check it out. Whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, please seek that out. It was powerful. All right. We are going through a lot of activation, shifts, changes, upgrades, frequencies, accelerating, timelines collapsing, pulling in and collapsing all of your other versions into one point, right? Pulling in more of your higher selves into your physical matter, right? You are source, eternal source. I'm gonna just grab my little paper because I went and I'm saving journal space, so I'm printing things out because there's a lot of information. All right, so you are eternal source, right? Your eternal source, right? So that meditation activation was calling forth your 12th dimensional avatar, okay? Your Inu Christos. Remember, you're the highest expressions of consciousness, all right? Expressing itself in this human form, okay? So again, all of my videos are activations, integration codes, recalibration codes. They are whatever you're needing the most right now. And I don't know that. Your team knows that. Source, your highest, knows that. I'm just placed here as a tool, as a guide, a teacher, a mentor, a healer, to share the frequencies, be it in my human words, or the light language 144 on the timer. And you will receive, if you're meant to receive activation codes, you will receive those. If you're meant to receive integration codes to help you integrate what you have already been receiving, you receive those. If you're going through some thing where you need more healing frequencies and codes, you receive those. If you need things to help you with recalibration, do you see where we're going 202? You will receive the perfect quantum medicine magic that you are required today. So if you re-listen to this video in a few days, confirmation, you might receive something completely different. And this is where we say breathe, use your discernment, go into your quantum compass while you listen to any information moving forward, set into a still point and set your intention to only receive what you are meant to receive for your highest and best always. And it's always through and with divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power, divine wisdom, divine empowerment, divine knowledge, remembrance, and divine magic, okay? And you can set those words up any way you want to, okay? So today's activation information codex, this quantum codex, is for integration, recalibration, and alignment. And I think the team wanted me to kind of gather this together, and I've done many things on this, but I'm a different person every now moment, all right? So this is going to be really helpful in these next week. I guess these next 5 to 7 days. Yes, next 5 to 7 days. So integration, recalibration, and alignment, quantum codex, okay? I'm going to remind again what the quantum codex might look like. Quantum is the possibility, it's entanglement, it's non-linear, it's unseen influences. And codex is encoded wisdom, sacred structure, and hidden patterns, okay? So this points to the idea, spiritually, this points to the idea that consciousness itself contains patterns, codes. I talk about those all the time, that shape perception, emotion, identity, and reality experience, okay? And these, you coded yourself to, you'll hear the entanglement or enmeshment or evanescence. You'll hear words at different times or in sequence, in over and over, to unlock something within you. You coded yourself that way. Coded yourself to watch a movie to be activated, or listen to a song and get activated, okay? To receive videos like this. All right, so it's non-linear, it's basically non-literal, it's a form of a code, right? A non-literal computer code. It's more like archetypal blueprints, energetic memory, subconscious patterning, and symbolic intelligence, okay? That's around the quantum codex. So the integration is the collapse of separation. Most people experience themselves in fragments, and what we're trying to do and what your soul's doing right now is pulling back in all of these fragments, okay? So one self, these fragments look like one self for survival, one self for love, one self for pain, and one self for spirituality. Integration is the process where these partitions stop fighting each other. Yeah, these yeah, human words. All right, this psychologically looks like shadow material surfaces. So your shadows are surfacing. Contradictions become visible, and suppressed emotion reintegrates. All right, so again, allow it to come up, to look at it, to love it, and then release it, aka integrate it. Spiritually, identity becomes less rigid with the integration. Awareness expands. So what, with integration, you get activated, you might go through these things, right? You might go through shadow material surfaces, shadow stuff comes up, hurt, trauma comes up, contradictions become visible, you become more aware of the bullshit and the lies, suppressed emotions come up to be reintegrated. So spiritually, identity becomes less rigid. So once you've integrated, awareness expands beyond ego roles, and the observer self strengthens. The deeper stage of integration is realizing you are not the fragments. You are the field holding them. All right. That shift changes everything. Okay. So the recalibration, nervous system and consciousness. So the recalibration is working with your nervous system and consciousness. Real spiritual transformation is not only mental, it affects your nervous system. Many people besides myself, over this past year especially, been trying to get people to slow down and heal their fried nervous system. You've been in fight or flight since you came out of the birth canal, and you've been kept in a state of fight or flight your entire life through the powers that were, the shadow things, the stranger things, whatever. So recalibration, nervous system consciousness. So this affects the nervous system, perception of time, emotional sensitivity, intuition, and bodily awareness. Our relational energy. This is why recalibration can be disorienting sometimes, because old motivations weaken, overstimulation increases, you become highly sensitive, even more so. Synchronicities become more and more noticeable. Emotional purging happens, and solitude becomes a necessity. In many traditions, this is the transition between identities. Old energetic architecture no longer fits. All right, no longer fits, but the new one is still stabilizing. So this is where you need to have a lot of grace, compassion, and love for yourself during these stages and phases. Activations and downloads and recalibration and integration and alignment. It's just like it's a never ending. Okay, but the more and more you become really good at this. Okay, all right, so it's that in-between state, which is often mistaken as a failure. You're not a failure, you're not broken, you're perfect. So what is happening is things are reconstructing, reorganizing. Okay, then we have the alignment, resonance instead of force. So we don't want to force this. All right. Most human systems operate through force, control, performance, fear, over effort, and there could be many other things said. Alignment operates differently. All right, instead of forcing reality, you become resonant with you. Does that word sound familiar? Quantum Codex, activate resonance. Quantum Codex, activate resonance now. Resonance. Okay? Feeling into it, not figuring into it, you feel into it. You feel into the truth. You don't try to figure out the truth. All right? So instead of forcing reality, you become resonant with it. In this framework, intuition sharpens, decisions simplify, resistance decreases, and energy leakages reduce. Meaningful patterns emerge. Okay? You're able to make decisions because you just know that's the right decision. You don't have to sit and contemplate and stew on it and try to figure it out. It's I just know. I move now or I be still now. Okay? I book that trip or I don't book that trip. I want to take a trip, but am I supposed to book that? Okay, yes or no. You know, just that instant knowing. And it takes practice because it's been suppressed for so long, okay? Alignment is not passivity, alignment is not passivity, passive. It is coherent movement, okay? It's like a tuning fork. When your inner frequency stabilizes, certain experiences amplify naturally, while others fall away. So a deeper cosmic layer to this is at the deepest level, cosmic spirituality asks you, what if consciousness is not produced by the universe, but it's fundamental to that? I'm going to say that again, 1044. At the deepest level, what if consciousness is not produced by the universe, but it is fundamental to it? This appears in a lot of mystical traditions, pantheism, I can't even say that word, non-dual philosophy, some interpretations of quantum theory, and contemplative traditions worldwide. This is, this is not scientific yet. I say that yet. This is not proven scientifically yet, all right? But physiologically profound. From this perspective, the self is not isolated. Awareness participates in the reality. Separation is particularly perceptual, if I'm saying that right, and transformation is remembrance, not acquisition. The Codex then becomes the hidden order beneath apparent chaos. The Codex then becomes the hidden order beneath the apparent chaos. All right, many people are drawn to this. All right, many people are drawn to this, okay? So you're feeling internally rewritten. Maybe go listen to the song Rewritten. You feel internally rewritten. You feel detached from your old identities, heightened symbolism in your waking life and your dream space. All right? We're all dreaming while we're dreaming, and we're dreaming while we're awake. Intense pull forward. All right? You have this intense pulling toward meaning, toward something. Sensing invisible interconnectedness. You have the sense of this interconnectedness to everything. And periods of existential dissolution. In periods of existential dissolution. This may become healthy spiritual growth, or this may drift into confusion if untethered. So grounding matters. I've had this conversation. Grounding is part of the toolkit moving forward. Okay? This deeply spiritually works when it's paired with sleep, embodiment, relationships, critical thinking, emotional honesty, and practical structure. Otherwise, the psyche becomes unbalanced by abstraction. So the core synthesis around this message, integration is gathering of fragmented self. The recalibration is restructuring your internal system. The alignment is entering coherence with the deep truth. Cosmic consciousness is reorganizing self as part of a larger field of being. And perhaps the deepest realization of all is alignment is not becoming something new. It's removing distortion from what already is. All right? Again, sit with that. Listen to it again. See what activates, what integrates, what expands you. What do you know? What do you hear? What do you see? What do you feel? Okay? Because it's all real. All right? Journal on that. See what happens. Sit with that. All right. From my heart to yours, I'll see you soon. Bye.